Friends, today is Wednesday, August 27, 2025, and we're going to read a wonderful passage from Psalms today, Psalm 55, verses 4 and 5. Very descriptive, very honest emotions from the psalmist, who is in anguish because of his fear of death. Let's listen to that first. My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death have fallen upon me. Fear and trembling have come upon me. That verse gave rise to Soren Kierkegaard's book, Fear and Trembling. Fear and trembling came upon me, and horror overwhelms me. And then 1 Corinthians 15, 54 and 55, by contrast. Listen to Paul. When this perishable body puts on imperishability, and this mortal body puts on immortality, then the saying that is written will be fulfilled. Death has been swallowed up in victory. Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? Well, this is the word of the Lord. And these passages, in a poetic way, remind us that for every human being, there's a shadow, there's a pall, there's a kind of a sting to the fact that life has an ending. And when you look at studies of the greatest fears that people have, and they vary year to year, depending on what's going on in the world. Recently, the fear of corrupt politicians and the mess-ups they can create in the world has gone up. It's in the top 10. And so has the fear of retirement when the economy fluctuates and when interest rates aren't good and when there's uncertainty, economic uncertainty, people worry about whether they're going to be able to retire. When they look at the Social Security fund and so on, I know what that's like. I'll be retiring within a year. And so those have entered the list, but almost all of the other elements in the top 10 are related to death, either directly or indirectly. For instance, there's the fear of others that we love dying or becoming gravely ill. There is the fear of ourselves getting gravely ill or dying. There is the fear of something chronic that would inhibit us, which would be a kind of death by stages. There is the fear of war, worldwide war. People worry about that, about the U.S. being drawn to a worldwide conflict, because that could lead to death. And so it's interesting, almost all the other top 10 of these fears, year after year, are related to the fact that there's an ending to life. And people worry that it'll be a period that'll put an end to their aspirations and their hopes and their experiences, their relationships. That at best it's going to be a question mark, that they're going to move into the abyss, the unknown. This is the deepest of human fears, the fear of an ending. It's uncertain in time, but it's inevitable in its eventuality. Christianity, however, it says that death has lost this power to sting us, to unsettle us. It has a power to overcome the discouragement that we can think about as we experience death, or any of the things that precede death. Because our lives do not end with a period or question mark. They move toward a culmination, toward an exclamation point. I wonder if you've grown up with a fear of death because of experiences you've had, or maybe you've had near-death experiences. I have. Talked about them in the first, one or two of them in the first week of our study this week. Let's take a moment to pray to the only one who can offer an answer to this fear of an ending. Gracious God, may your triumph over death be real to me, a source of hope and assurance of the culmination of our lives. Amen.